So now let's do the basic audit in AWS. So for that we have to select, you have to go through the users in the organization. So here in this case we have only 2 users, so I'm selecting the basic user here. So as an auditor you have to go through each tab of, as you see here in the summary, and see that all the permissions and all the stipulated information is intact. So first let's go to the permission. So you see here there is a permission policy attached, and you can even simulate the policy as well. If like, you can select this and you can simulate the policy as well. So the next step would be the groups. So you have to ensure that the user is assigned to a group and with the respective permission. So ideally all the users in an organization would be part of a group, and as the access control is provided based on the groups, in turn it is on roles, and each group is assigned to a particular role. So all the users in the organization should be part of a group. That should be mandate, and being an auditor you should ensure that all the users are part of a group. So the tags doesn't have any particular importance in this. Then you can go for the security credentials. So here you have to ensure that you have a console password. If that all depends on the company policies. So if you have mentioned that in the policy there's a console password, you have to see it here. And MFA device, if all the users are provided with the MFA authentication, multi-factor authentication, you should see it here. Here it is not assigned as this test environment, and here we don't have MFA enabled for the users. So if that can be checked here, then if there is any signing certificates, and also make sure that the access key, you can't see it here. So here it is, the access key ID only is viewed, the password is not viewable. So admin should make sure that all the users have, or admin have a access key saved at their end, and it can't be viewable to anyone else. Similarly with the other credentials to SSH keys, if it is for GitHub and stuff. Then there is another tab. This is quite usable for inactive user accounts. For instance, as an auditor, you will not restrict your audit only on the current active users. You have to see through that the employees who have moved out from the organization, who are not currently working in, the user accounts are even either purged or deleted. So you can just check if there is any activities going on in any non-active users. So if that is the case, for example, if an employee he has left the organization in 3 months, so being an auditor you have to see that if there is any particular user credentials for that user, if it still exists, if there is any access being done for the users, if there is anything within 3 months, then it is a security flow. So the auditor should ensure that the administrator is either purging or deleting the user accounts which are not in use. So this could be a handy section where we can check that. So that would be the basic audit on IAM, and thanks for watching this.